Want to feel like a kid again? It's all about family fun in the community of Surrey, today on The Express. On today's show,
when you come down King George Avenue, all you see are the trees.
Hidden hot spots at Bear Creek Park.
And you have no idea of the little gems right here in the midst of our city.
It gathers people's attention more than modern art.
The Surrey Film Festival.
It's cool to express your ideas in a visual medium.
Hey, that's a baby mussel.
The beach heroes of Crescent Beach.
Stars.
Missing Goat Organic Blueberry Farm.
We had no intentions of being a blueberry farmer, it just sort of happened.
See that and more, local expression. Welcome to The Express. I'm Johanna Ward at Bear Creek Park. This is our Surrey Neighbourhood Special, and since this community is one of the most diverse in all of Canada, you can bet we have some pretty interesting stuff on today's show. Up first, it's young talent at the Surrey Film Festival.
The Surrey Film Festival is a place where young filmmakers take center stage.
From the moment he saw me, he knew I was the right fish.
When we were in high school, we realized that the accessibility for filmmaking is there. A lot of people can make films, but in terms of actually showcasing their films, it's a lot harder.
And so 5 years ago, the Surrey Film Festival was born, showing films made by young people with a particular focus on high school filmmakers.
Our winner last year was Fishin' Boy, and it was created by Blake Davey and his group. They were from Earl Marriott Secondary, and I've got to say that's probably one of the best short student films that I've seen in the past, just because it's a really simple story, and the film is about a boy and his relationship with his goldfish.
And for the filmmakers themselves, filmmaking is a welcome break from the usual schoolwork.
I think it's cool to express your ideas in a visual medium, like through visuals you can express who you are.
You can express yourself, but it's something you can do together. Like, it's not always you can do it obviously by yourself, but you can do it with friends, and you don't even have to really take it seriously, and you can just bring a camera with you anywhere and film stuff and have fun with it.
You can kind of see where the talent comes from, and you can see more of the story as opposed to the smoke and mirrors. It's definitely much simpler. And you get more of the story out of it.
Then the day came that I died.
But still, there are challenges.
It's so much going on in school, and then we have our film project, and that always takes a lot of time up.
The hardest part would have been actually making the whole movie work with all the different parts. Making the story actually work, filming what we have in our heads and actually making it as a good story.
The festival accepts entries in 5 categories, including short film, animation, sports or special interest, and the very popular public service announcement.
I like to play basketball.
I'm gay.
We get a lot of entries from PSAs, and I think it just relates back to what you said before, which are the teen issues. PSAs has a way to capture the emotion and the things that they're dealing with as teenagers.
And this year, the winning productions from each category win cash prizes and are screened at the Emerging Filmmakers Forum in Hollywood.
Filmmaking is a good experience because it's a way of expressing yourself. It's fun. You can get more people in on it. It gathers people's attention more than modern art, especially nowadays.
It's a lot of fun to see what other people can do, and you can challenge yourself.
I'm Erin Shaw in Surrey for The Express.
Never know when you could meet the next J.J. Abrams. The film festival is happening June 24th at the Surrey Arts Centre. You are watching our Express Surrey Neighbourhood Special. And up next, we have 3 hidden gems from right here at Bear Creek Park. It's considered one of the Lower Mainland's finest.
The gardens are absolutely beautiful.
A 5-acre manicured maze. Hopefully this is my only bear sighting here at Bear Creek Park.
They're maintained extremely well by the City of Surrey and the parks people.
A secret garden to some and a sacred spot for others.
Of course, you can get married in the park. There's a chapel here.
A popular place for sharing vows and for solo soul searching. Ah, it's so nice to take time to stop and smell the roses, or in this case, the pretty orange flower.
Just steps away from this tranquil spot, loads of screaming kids.
There's huge playgrounds. There's a brand new water park. It's a beautiful park. Lots of picnic tables, lots of areas for you to run and play and jump.
The jungle gym isn't the only way to get your heart rate up.
Just hanging out in Bear Creek Park.
Well, that was put in last year, and it's proven to be extremely popular. We have a lot of track and field meets here. All of the community now comes out and uses the fitness circuit.
I think this is pretty cool to have a free fitness center in the middle of the park, and it even tells you where you're at. Apparently, if I want to be championship bar, I have to do 20 on this bar.
And of course, the walking oval. I mean, people are on it from 6 o'clock in the morning right through till we leave at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. It's wonderful.
Fitness, fun, even FaceTime. This is a big city park that's kept its small town vibe.
It is a great community center, and it's very interesting because when you come down King George Avenue, all you see are the trees, and you have no idea of the little gem and jewel that's right here in the midst of our city.
It's so true what Linda said. This park really is a big part of the community of Surrey. And a big part of Bear Creek Park, the train and the mini golf. And we're going to hit that a little bit later. Right now we're off to Crescent Beach in South Surrey. But instead of thinking about our bikini tan lines, we're learning how to be beach heroes.
Jesse, what are you guys doing here today?
Today we're on a Crescent Beach field trip. And we're here to study oceanography, but I see this more as a fun day.
Jesse and Matthew are among a few hundred students at the beach today. A fun day for the kids, but also a chance for Jessa, Christina, and Amanda to teach them beach etiquette.
Hey, that's a baby mussel. That's a shellfish, but you know, in Boundary Bay, it's not safe to eat the shellfish, so we need to not eat them in this area.
So we're out here teaching kids how they can be beach heroes. Most of the time we'll just be walking around, seeing if we can see anyone we can talk to and kind of give them a little information about how to take care of the environment.
Most visitors to Crescent Beach don't know they're trampling on thousands of organisms just by stepping on the rocks. Today, the focus is on crabs.
Yeah, lots of kids don't know that crabs breathe water. Lots of kids don't know how to pick up a rock. And once you tell them that you can hurt all the animals living on the sides of the rock by rocking it, they're really interested and they want to help the animals.
So basically, you never want to pick anything up bigger than your head. And when you pick it up, you want to pick it straight up. You don't want to rock it because there's little animals that live on the sides.
Just to be careful when you bring buckets, make sure you have water for the crabs. Just simple little things will make a huge difference to the organisms out here.
Baby sea stars, they cling to the edges of these rocks. And so if we rock the rock when we pick it up, we crush those baby sea stars.
The summer months are when families hit the beach more often. It's also when the rocks and the sea life are in the most danger. And for Jesse and Matthew, today was more than just a field trip.
We want to prevent any sea animals being extinct, and the sea means a lot to us.
In South Surrey, I'm Melanie Pineda for The Express.
I got a little bit of seaweed on mine.
Did you know that there are trillions, not billions, but trillions of organisms living under the rocks at Crescent Beach? All the more reason to keep them protected. And you can find out more about Jessa and her crew online at birdsonthebay.ca. You're watching our Express Surrey Neighborhood Special.
After the break, The Puppeteer, an SFU creation.
We as humans don't usually have this instinct of letting somebody control our hands or even losing control of our own bodies.
There'll be different draws. We're getting a dunk tank.
A party with a purpose at the Jolly Mac pub.
The support system that I've had has been incredible.
You're watching local TV on The Express.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.